The former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, has now sworn that he'll make sure President William Ruto is finished in 2027, that he will not be re-elected again as the president of Kenya. This came up today after the meeting with the Azimio coalition leaders, whereby they made a lot of resolutions on how they are going to join forces, rebrand the Azimio la Umoja coalition in order to make a very strong force ahead of 2027 election, which will make sure they will end President William Ruto politically, that he will not emerge again. This will help the Azimio la Umoja come together as a coalition, and now they have given the party leader the mandate of going out and talk to other parties, including DCP party and also PLP that belongs to Mother Karua, so that they can come together as a united front ahead of the 2027 election. This information is what might have been giving President William Ruto sleepless nights, because in the past 24 hours there have been a directed approach and also insults which has been directed to Uhuru Kenyatta, a clear indication that people are now panicking, especially in Kenya Kwanza coalition, that if Uhuru Kenyatta manages to bring all these parties together for them to get out, or to bring out a flag bearer, is something that is so deadly and something that cost William Ruto greatly come 2027 general election. Now, this information was released by the Secretary General of the Azimio coalition, who is Karoli Omondi, and he gave that speech giving out 4 main points that I'm gonna analyze today in this video. So first of all, before I dive into today's analysis, kindly permit me the permission of giving you or the uploading this video so that we can follow it together keenly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my duty now to communicate to the public the decisions made by the Azimio Council at their meeting this afternoon. 1, the Council resolved to reorganize the party structures, the various organs of the party, as well as to move forward with the rebranding of the Azimio coalition. Secondly, the Council made a decision to admit 2 new members into its ranks. That is His Excellency Fred Matiang'i, the Honorable former Governor, His Excellency Peter Munya, and Honorable Senator Lenny Kivuti, to become the new council members. So there are 3 new members to the council. And thirdly, the council also made a decision to invite one of our founding members, DAP Kenya party, to rejoin the coalition. And subject to their internal processes, the party leader, His Excellency Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, is here. He has confirmed they will be doing so. And finally, the council resolved to invite Umoja na Maendeleo Party, PDP Party, and the Democratic Party to become members of the coalition. And their respective party leaders are here, and they have also confirmed that, subject to their internal processes, they will be joining the Azimio coalition. Thank you very much.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is Karoli Omondi, who is a spokesperson and is here kindly, in a kind way, speaking on all the resolutions they said or talked about. And here, according to his speech, we have 4 resolutions that they came up with, and I'm going to talk about them one by one. Number 1, they decided and made a resolution of reorganizing the party structure, whereby some of the people were equally recruited and some were dropped. Number 2, they accepted on rebranding Azimio la Umoja coalition. When you talk of rebranding, is about changing the name, maybe the colors and everything, so that they can come up with something new, something that does not relate to Azimio coalition. That is rebranding. And then number 3, in this meeting, they resolved to sign in Fred Okengo Matiang'i and the former Governor Peter Munya, the Senator Lenny Kivuti into the Council of Azimio la Umoja coalition. And then number 4, they invited the DAP Kenya party that is led by Jino Wamalwa. They invited them to join Azimio la Umoja coalition. They equally invited Umoja na Maendeleo, a party that belongs to Mwangaza, the former Governor Meru, Kawira Mwangaza. And equally, we have the PDP party that belongs to Omingo Magara, and the Democratic Party that equally belongs to Justin Muturi. Those are the resolutions that were made today after the meeting that was carried out by the Azimio members. And one thing we need to be so sure, number 1, all these resolutions they came up with, they were instigated by the former president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta. Is the one who gave the directive. So there is something that Uhuru Kenyatta wants to achieve that we many Kenyans do not understand. One thing you should be clear with now, we've seen how Uhuru Kenyatta has been attacked recently. In fact, the kind of insults the people in Kenya Kwanza have been hurling on Uhuru Kenyatta in the recent 48 hours, it tells you that there is something that is being cooked. There is something that is being prepared, and that thing, maybe, I don't know, or you don't know, politics sometimes is so dynamic, but one thing you should know, the way they have released the bloggers and everything for the government to try and talk ill, and try to talk bad, is something that tells us that something is being cooked. Another thing that we need to realize here, Fred Matiang'i equally, who is vying for the presidential seat from the Jubilee Party, a party that belongs to Uhuru Kenyatta, today was elevated from being a member of Azimio coalition into the council. And that equally tells you something, that Uhuru Kenyatta wants to unite all the parties in opposition, wants to bring them all in so that they can form a very strong and powerful front against William Ruto come 2027. And remember, William Ruto trounced Uhuru Kenyatta in the 2022 election. Many people believed that Uhuru Kenyatta would not let Raila Amolo Odinga down, but it happens, or rather it happened. Therefore, this must have taught Uhuru Kenyatta a lesson, and that is why he is here strategizing, making decisions on how they are going, they are going to defeat William Ruto come 2027.
So we will be taking important decisions as we go forward. We are also, the party leader was given the mandate to engage other like-minded political parties, because we all recognize that time is of the essence. We have entered the election year, and so we are talking to Democracy for Citizens Party. We're also talking to, again, re-engaging with PLP. Democracy for Party leader is, of course, our brother Rigathi Gachagua, and also our sister Martha Karua of PLP. We are talking to others, including Chief Justice Emeritus, who has also indicated they may want to join this coalition as we rebrand and as we get together. And of course, also, we are talking to Linda Mwananchi. So we wish them well as they push for the registration of Linda Mwananchi as a political party.
Much anticipated. Many people didn't know that if Azimio coalition would sit together, what would have come out? What would they agree on? Wangeamuaje? That is something that has been bothering many Kenyans today. And I saw yesterday Motuse, the one who tabled the impeachment motion against Rigathi Gachagua, attacking Uhuru Kenyatta, saying that William Ruto is the one who had sourced for votes for Uhuru Kenyatta to become president. He was saying that publicly, and I'm very sure when you see people like Motuse, the people like Oscar Sudi, those people, when you see them saying something, know that they have blessings of William Samoei Ruto. So everything that is happening here now, it is hurting William Samoei Ruto badly, because if they manage to bring all these people together, and in fact, according to Kalonzo Musyoka, he said that they have given powers to the leader to go and talk to other parties, including DCP party, that is the Democracy for Citizens Party, PLP party, and also other parties that are interested, so that they can come together and form one unified force ahead of 2027, the one that will make sure William Samoei Ruto goes back home without being re-elected for a second term. I really don't know what you think, but you can write your comment down there in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps it can form a basis of whatever we're gonna talk about in the next video. So if you are new here, kindly consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.